These are the top 3 things that you can do to still feel productive at the end of a long day. What's going on, workaholics? It's Amy J and I'm back with another video. Today we're talking about how the top 3 to-do list has completely changed my life as a working mom. We're gonna go ahead and write them down, then get into this video. First thing that we have to do today is film YouTube video. And then we have to do 2 loads of laundry. And then finally we have to organize CRM. Okay, so mine is completely random and I'm going to talk to you guys about why right now. So let's go ahead and talk about how the top 3 to-do list has completely changed my life as a working mom. Now, before I go ahead and get into the rest of this video, let me first of all give a shout out to Erin on Demand. I've seen a lot of people use this method and I've never actually started using it until I saw a video of hers one day, and I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and try it. And then I felt something shift in me, and then I realized this works for me. So then I've started to implement it. I've started to tell other people about it. I've started to explain why this system works for a working mom, as a person who always has a whole lot of things to do, and as a person who oftentimes gets down on myself because I don't complete my to-do list. So I figured I would give a little bit of a different point as far as why I structure my top 3 the way that I do. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also comment below if you also have a huge to-do list and you need to narrow it down, and tell me some of your top 3 things that you had to do this week. So the reason that I structure my to-do list the way that I do, well, my top 3. First of all, let's start with the fact that most of us have a to-do list of about 17 or 18 things each day, and then we don't really get them completed and then we feel horrible. The reason I have so many things to do is because I am a realtor. So I have client-based relationships that I have to nurture and always be prospecting for new business. So my life can get pretty hectic when it comes to work. I have 4 children and a husband, so the house is always a million things to do in the house, and I'm always trying to find a way to get back to me so that I can focus on everybody else, but also be sure to talk about that self-care that I always talk about in like every single video that, you know, is like super important. So the reason that I structure it the way that I do is I always have one category for my absolute must that I have to get done for my clients that day. I always have an absolute must that I have to do for my family that day. And then I always have an absolute must for something for a hobby of mine that I can do just for me. Now, in this case, it is my YouTube channel, being able to talk to you guys, being able to give a perspective on my life as a working mom and how I try to like keep everything together. Because I think we all know most of the time, everything is not together. So I like to give my perspective on how I try to, like, you know, bring those things in. And I do it in certain categories so that I always hit some target that day. Now, at the end of a long day, I try to hit all of my tasks on my normal daily to-do list. When those things don't happen, obviously this is something that's a really good method for you to still feel productive, because if those 17, 18, 10, 9, however many things you have on your daily to-do list that you would like to get done, if those things don't get done, these are the top 3 things that you can do to still feel productive at the end of a long day. So you put your absolute most important task. You don't do something like you like whatever, buy new cotton balls, you know what I mean? Like, you don't put something on there that's not significant, because at the end of the day, if you don't complete the top 3 and it's something like cotton balls that you can go get tomorrow that are for no specific reason, you're not really going to feel productive, you know what I mean? So it's important to put your top 3 most important tasks that at the end of a long day, if you did not complete anything else, you still feel like you had a great productive day because these top 3 important things got done. Okay, so obviously it is great for productivity. Also, at the end of a long day, if you're somebody who has kids, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home parent or a working parent, this is something where once the kids go to bed and you're just like completely overwhelmed and you finally have a few minutes to yourself, it's just 3 things. Say you got 2 of them done throughout the day and there's still one more, and you're like, you promised yourself, you made a commitment to yourself that you're not going to end that day without getting that 3rd thing done. It's just one thing. If you haven't completed any of those things at the end of the night before you close your eyes to start your next day, you have just 3 things that you have to get done. Nurture those things. Feel good about yourself. Go to bed, wake up the next day, get ready to do it all over again, instead of going to bed feeling like you didn't get anything done. It's the worst. It's the one way that you trap yourself inside of your own brain, and it's a horrible feeling. And I'm just trying to make sure that I don't feel that. I would love to see the people that's around me to never have to feel that feeling. It is a horrible, horrible prison to be in, being trapped in your own mind. Especially when you're feeling down on yourself for things that you didn't get done. So it's only 3 things at the end of a long day. Kids are going to bed. You know, you've left your work day. You're not talking to your clients anymore. It's 9, 10 o'clock at night. And before you go to bed, these things aren't done. It's only 3. You know, that's not too many things. Now, this is, I think, one of the most important things for me is that it organizes my thoughts. You know what I mean? I always have so many new ideas jumping in my head, things I want to do, videos I want to put out, client, like things that I want, how I want to organize my client relationships and things like that. And sometimes those things get jungled up inside of our heads, and then I have 4 boys running around and they have needs, you know what I mean? And then I'm always trying to nurture my relationship with my husband, with my family, with my friends. It's a lot. So all these things are going on in my head. Sometimes I can just shut down and then go into a state of feeling like I'm not going to do anything. And that's not who I am. I'm not okay when I start feeling that way. So for me to be able to put a top 3 things with 3 different categories in my top 3 to-do list, it allows me to organize my train of thoughts based on the most important things in those categories. So I can kind of like let everything else go and then work out the way that they're supposed to throughout the day, instead of trying to control every aspect of everything. Now, as far as business wise, okay, this allows me to never forget clients' needs, because at the end of the day, if I have something that I absolutely have to get over to a client, or an idea that I have for them, or a list that I have for them, anything like that, instead of me trying to remember it, instead of me trying to set a reminder on my phone, which is always going off, I am able to put it on my top 3, take a picture of this as I go to work, put it in my top 3 on my desk at work, and I am able to like have that reminder set there all day long. That thing has to happen this day in order for me to continue to nurture my client relationships. So for example, my number 3 on today is to organize my CRM. That is something that the category I have is for my clients. I have to put my clients into a new database. I'm with a different brokerage now, so I have to transfer all of my client information into this new database that I have, so that I never miss a beat and that I'm able to still reach out to them and send them emails and send them information. That's important to me. So it keeps me where I need to be as far as my client-based relationships for my business. I really feel like this is just such a great way to organize your business, whether you're an entrepreneur, a working mom, a stay-at-home mom. And the best way that I think you should do it is to put it into categories and have the top 3 things for the most important categories in your life. They will be, for me, their work, their chores / errands, and then there's family time. And I do have to remind myself sometimes, okay, have a movie night with the boys. I do have to remind myself to get loads of laundry done. If I know that laundry has piled up over the weeks and it absolutely needs to be done, and if it doesn't get done, then I will have a complete chaotic laundry room. Then my top 3 has to be get at least 2 loads done. Right now, I have 7 loads of laundry that has to get done. I'm not going to overwhelm myself and try to get them all done on top of a busy day. I'm going to get 2 done, and then that will allow me to feel like, okay, I am starting to tackle it. And then even if I do 2 per day for the next few days to get it caught up, then that's something that I feel is manageable instead of me trying to do it all. So I hope that you guys structure your top 3. Just try it out, and I hope that you're able to structure it into categories. And comment below. Please let me know if you try it already, if you're gonna try it out, if you tried it and it didn't work for you. Just let me know what your take and your opinion on the top 3 to-do list is. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.